Hey there, fishing fans! Welcome back to another edition of Shooting. I'm over here at Makepeace Firing Range, getting ready to shoot some targets, put some patterns down there with some steel shot with my new 20 gauge for waterfowl hunting. And we'll see how this adventure goes, guys. Stick around and we'll see you at the end. See ya! Stay down! Hey there, guys! Welcome back to Makepeace Firing Range, where we're going to get ready to shoot my new CZ 20 gauge over and under. It is a Redhead Premier Target, has 30-inch barrel, weighs 7 pounds, has the original chokes right here. I'm going to use an improved cylinder and a modified cylinder, or a modified choke in the gun for today, because these chokes came with the gun, and which call it the improved modified and the full choke are not recommended to shoot steel out of, so I'm not going to mess my chokes up or take the chance to mess them up by doing something I'm not supposed to. I ordered some Carlson choke tubes. They're sporting clay choke tubes that are designed to withstand steel loads and bismuth and tungsten and all that, and I ordered the extra full choke and the full choke for it so I could get really far ranges. Today we're going to shoot targets out to 26 yards. I got everything set up, and without further ado, let's get this party started and get some shots down range. I'm going to shoot the right target with the over barrel with the improved cylinder. I'll shoot the left target with the modified barrel, and they're both at 26 yards from where I'll be standing. And I have all 9 rounds that I'll be shooting again today that you guys possibly can see behind me. If not, sorry. Anyway, we're going to start off shooting the heavy steel, and we'll go down the line, guys, and we'll see you on the range. Stick around, guys. See you. Alright, guys. I said I was going to start off with that heavy steel, but I actually put the targets out there for Black Cloud. So I'll shoot Federal first, then Winchester, then Kent, then I'll shoot the Browning, then I'll shoot the heavy steel last. I had written all the targets down that way and didn't realize I put the Federal out there first. So we'll start off with Black Cloud, guys, and we'll see how that does. Alright, guys. Black Cloud. Well, there you go, guys. Man, that improved cylinder choke really tore that target up at 26 yards. Modified didn't do so well. Might have to take a second look at that. Try that in my other barrel too. That might be the one to go with. We'll see. Up next, Federal Fast Steel. Excuse me, just Federal Steel. Iron in the hole. There you go, guys. That's the improved cylinder. That's the modified. Man, that one did really good too. Didn't do too good here, but man, that was nice. Up next, Winchester Super X. This is an improved cylinder modified. Not too impressed with Super X. Might be passing that one up. Alright, guys, up next is Dry Lock. There you got it, guys. Improved cylinder, modified, Dry Lock. Up next, I'm going to shoot this Kent Fast Steel Precision Steel. I know this is discontinued. I just want to see how it does compared to the 2.0, the replacement to it. So, and I know these are a hotter load, so let's see what it does. There you got it, guys. Improved cylinder, modified. Doesn't look too bad. See how it stacks up to the 2.0. Fast Steel 2.0. There you got it, guys. Kent 2.0. This is the improved cylinder. This is the modified. Modified did a lot better than the improved cylinder. Really hoping this rounded good in this gun. This is what my Ithaca shoots, but doesn't look like he shoots as good as the Ithaca. But let's keep moving on. Up next, Browning BXDs. Here you go, guys. Improved cylinder modified. Modified did better than that one. Up next is Heavy Hammer. There you go, guys. Heavy Hammer. Improved cylinder modified. It ain't so good. And last up, guys, Heavy Steel. There you have it, guys. Heavy Steel, improved cylinder, modified. Not too bad, big grouping right there. All right. Alright, that dry lock didn't do too bad. It's a little more spread than I like. And then the Black Cloud, man, it really opens up from 26 to 32 yards. It's a little upsetting. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit better with all the pellets that I put in the other one. And it actually didn't do too bad. So. They look like they did really good too. Man, that Browning, I'm glad I shot it, man. That did like really good. So, alright. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to tally up all the pellets in it. And I don't just use what's in the target. I use actually what hit out here and like out here and the ones that are down right here next to the name. I'll count everything that's in the paper because I know when they do a lot of waterfowl patterning testing and stuff like that, they use like a 4x4 and they take whatever's in a 2x2 or something like that. So my main thing is I want to see how tight the pattern is, mainly in the black, but I want to see how many pellets are around it too, so I count them all up. So let me tally all that up, guys, and I'll get back on camera and we'll discuss what our findings are. See you. Hey there, guys, I'm back here at my house. I went over all the targets and all the calculations with the pellet count in the actual shell and all the pellet count of actually what hit the targets, and did some percentages and some averages. There was a few shots that I didn't take out to the 32 yards like I did some of the other ones because they seemed really good when we were out there. And I'm going to point this out that I didn't do a 32-yard shot with this Heavy Steel in the modified barrel at 26 yards. It had 58 pellets, and you guys can see that. That pattern right there is really nice and tight. I really, really like this, and it's actually 58% of the load, which it came out to be the highest percentage of all the shots because there's only 100 pellets in the shell, and I had 58 of them in there, which I'm a little upset. I didn't really take notice to how much it was really, how really good it was while I was out there, because I would have shot this at 32 yards to see what it did. Now the Heavy Steel with the improved cylinder only shot 38 pellets, which was 20 pellets less. It was 38% of the load, which some of the other loads have done that. But like I said, I'm really upset. I should have gave this another look, and I'm probably going to go do this after duck season's over, or after this duck hunt, and maybe go check out this load again with the modified choke in both barrels and see what it really produces up to 32 yards, because that is really, really good. It's the highest percentage of all the other shots I did. So with that being said, I got a little spreadsheet right here that has all the information that I have. I'll put up a little video while I'm talking here. You got the dry locks that have 123 pellets of number 2s. I shot that twice with the improved cylinder and modified at 26 yards. They did a 45% and a 55% pellet rating, and then at 32 yards I only shot once at the modified barrel because it had the highest average, and that gave me 27%, which really wasn't too good. Wasn't too happy with that number, but unfortunately it is what it is right now. Black Cloud, that had 111 pellets per shell in number 2s. I shot that 3 times with the improved cylinder because I got 75, 57, and 63, which gave me an average of 65, which was 58% of the load with the improved cylinder at 26 yards. Now the modified only produced 50 pellets, which gave me 45% of it, and I only shot it once at 26 yards. So I shot it, the Black Cloud at 32 yards with both chokes, and I only got 23% out of the improved cylinder and 34% out of the modified, which isn't too horrible, but I wish it was a little bit better. The Federal Steel, when we originally looked at it, that one has 141 pellets because they're number 3s at 26 yards. The improved cylinder only hit 55 pellets with 39%. The modified, the first shot we took with the modified barrel, put 91 pellets out of the 141, which was really, really good. The target looked great. And then we did 63 and 48, so we got an average of 67.3 pellets in there, and 47% of the load that actually went in there. So even though I had a high pellet count, the number of pellets actually in the shell, because they're number 3s, brought the percentage down. So not too bad, but I didn't want to take the risk of shooting a load that maybe give me 91 or 48 in 26 yards, so I opted to stay away from that one. The Kent 2.0s, I only shot those at 26 and 32 yards. It did 44% of its load at 50 with the improved cylinder, and it did 54% with the modified at 26 yards. And then they both did 45% at 32 yards, or 45 pellets, which made it 39% of its load. Has 115 pellets in it, and it's not too bad, like 39%. I wish it was a little bit higher, but it was consistent for both chokes. The Browning BXDs, I shot only at 26 and 32 yards once with each one, and in the improved cylinder it shot 46% of its load, and modified it shot 54 at 26 yards. It has 116 pellets, and at 32 yards it still put half its load in there. We put 58 pellets in with the improved cylinder, and put 52 in with the modified, which was 45%, which I really like because it was both of the chokes were above the 40% mark at 32 yards and at 26 yards. So I'm probably going to be hunting with these BXDs come this Saturday, because I think that is going to be the ticket of knocking some birds down. The Super X from Winchester has 101 pellets in it. And at 26 yards with the improved cylinder, it got 42 and modified 49. So it's 42%, 49%, which also isn't too bad. I wasn't really too impressed by the pattern it threw. It threw kind of all over the target, if I remember correctly. But I might even want to give that one a second glance and put some more rounds down range with it to see how it comes out with the 2 chokes, because that's really close in comparison, and that's what I want, something that's going to give me a little bit more consistency with both the different chokes I have in the gun. The Heavy Steel, like I was just talking to you guys about, a 26 yard, did 38% with an improved cylinder, did 58% with the modified at that range, and had a really tight pattern. That was probably the tightest pattern with that many pellets, and that's the one I like the most. So I think I'm going to have to go back and shoot that. And then the Heavy Hammer has 116 pellets at 26 yards. I only shot that once. It did 49. Which gave you 42%, and then the modified was at 42 with 36% at 26 yards. You guys, I don't know if you can see it. The dry locks were $21. Black Cloud's $21. Heavy Hammer was $21. The BXD from Browning is $19.49. I got it for. The Kent 2.0, the Heavy Steel, and the Super X's were all $15, and the Federal Steel was $14. So a little bit of a mix of price ranges and stuff like that. I never went to get the tungsten or the heavies and stuff like that. They were $35 to $45 a box, or even $52. I was just at Dick's Sporting Goods a little while ago, and they have a 12 gauge round that's like $52.99. So I haven't duck hunted enough to know if these are going to be a problem with knocking birds down. If I don't start knocking birds down with the pellets that come out of these rounds, I may try to go up to a tungsten or a bismuth to see what they do, and maybe have more knockdown power, and I'll start getting ducks. But I've only went once this year, and we'll see how it goes with what I have right now. So anyway, guys, that's the standings of what we did today for my new 20 gauge. I apologize again for my last few videos that we didn't realize the ricochet off of that berm. I stayed away from the berm. I put the target actually on top of it this time, and to keep away from that at 26 yards, and then I moved to the side and shot at 32 yards so I wouldn't have any interference with that berm. Guys, I hope you enjoyed coming out today and seeing me, Joe, your host, and Hanging Worm Fishing, and enjoying this video on getting some steel targets patterned out for this 20 gauge and waterfowl loads. And I hope you guys have the opportunity to grab your 20 gauge, get out there to the range and shoot some targets up and pattern them out, and maybe head out and knock some birds down with a 20 gauge versus 12. So if you guys have any comments, please leave them in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts are on some of these patterns and what you would do. It'd be great to hear anyone else's opinion. And guys, I'll see you next time on another adventure with me, Joe, your host, and Hanging Worm Fishing. Take it easy, guys. See you.